So, Paul, I come from oil and now I'm in filtration, so I'm quite eager to learn. I've got a question for you. Can you tell me which vendor have the longest standing industry reputation for reliability?
That's an interesting one. I think if you look out there now, there's some very smart technology out there, and some big guys who've been around 30, 40, 50 years. I mean, example like Hydac, PAL, some very
Yeah.
good products, CC Ensign, Hypro, some very good guys in there, and Donaldson, all sat at the top of the tree, so to speak, from a reliability point of view, and doing a very good job. It's always interesting to see the dynamics in the world have changed and how people view things. Our product is like we're the new kids on the block. And we're obviously starting to raise a few eyebrows how technology works. So we're obviously not as big as them, but then saying that we're like 5, 6 years old, we're not 35 years old. So fingers crossed in those days coming, we're in the same position as they are.
Yes.
Certainly, I think they've set the precedent. IDAC want to set a precedent with some of their technology and some of their reporting systems. Very, very smart. Up there, the big guys are up there, certainly. And yes, we'd like to be like them. Thankfully, our product obviously knocks it at the ballpark, so to speak, in respect of what we're able to do, which is obviously casting a bit of interest. So, and we learn off them. Obviously, it's a
Mm.
good thing to learn off these guys. We're new at it, but obviously don't have what they've got in the background. But certainly we have the technology. It's time for us to obviously push into the marketplace. But yeah, there's some good guys out there, and I think those top 3 or 4 or 5 I've just mentioned possibly seem to tick the boxes for me that I know of. I'm sure there's more out there, but they're the ones that seem to flag to me, being the guys that are really at the forefront of the reliability sort of venture.
Okay. So you would say that for us, being the new kid on the block, we walk on shoulder of giant, as we say in English, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
that's
you,
right. Sorry.
yeah. Yeah, but you wouldn't say it's because of any shortcoming of our technology, right? It's just because we are simply younger, which
Yeah, absolutely. And I think when you look at that situation, is that if they're actually recognizing us, which they do, they see what we do, and some of them are very interested. There's a couple of them mentioned there that have actually come to us and like what we do.
Mm,
And so there's some of the big oil companies that love what we do, considering, our sort of technology, and it's quite new, 6 years old. I think the important thing is that once you get that recognition, you then become part of the school and the
the
clan.
gang.
Those guys, never that big, but certainly a very, very important way of looking at it. And look, you learn off the old ones, as it were, me being one of them, but them as a company, they've been good at what they do, and they change, and they do change the way that they view the world. And it's quite impressive. So we'd like to follow in their footsteps, just with different technology. That's all. And like to work together. That's the important thing. Plenty out there for all of us.
Yeah. So because we have a new and disruptive technologies, and there's space for all of the filtration companies because everyone can answer every need.
Yeah, I mean, agreed. If someone said to me when I was 10 years old, I'd be sat 36,000 feet up watching TV on a mobile phone, I would have laughed at them. See, technology moves forward. It's
Yeah.
artificial intelligence, so, reliability, filtration, it's moving forward. It's coming into the 2000s now. So, and we're obviously going to be part of that. So yeah, we agree. Things change, and people need to be more open-minded in respect to this new technology, have a look at it and nurture it and see if we can make a difference in the world. And I
Mm.
think that's what we're doing.